He's a warrior on the table, but a nice guy.
Yeah, he is. Great description. And Hofer says he's gonna give Kenneth Dale a taste of his own medicine here and beat him in his own game. We'll see if that holds to be true. That's a long shot, I think. Kenneth Dale is a singles beast because of this 2-5. Takes away a push shot here from Hofer, and he'll work the Tic Tac series. This event brought to you by Good Nature E-Vapor. Talking about a little bit before. That's a good place for you to quit smoking cigarettes, Ron. You can strategically bring yourself down levels of nicotine and then eventually have zero nicotine.
You know, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life.
Oh, that's lucky for you. That's good for you. In the Army, everybody smokes because you could die any day.
Right.
So you might as well smoke them. Smoke them if you got them. They give you smoke breaks. They used to ration cigarettes in MREs, meals ready to eat.
Yeah.
They used to put cigarettes in there for you.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we consume nicotine any way we can in the military. Everybody knows that. Be the guys with the big old chewing tobacco lip. All right, here's Hofer. Off a couple of men and in. And Kenneth Dale has been just a beast in pro singles. Double dip this weekend by none other than the Wonder Kid, Jacob Belkos. But Kenneth Dale has won pro singles all over the country, Ron. He's just a couple of points away from being master in singles, you guys. He's just like 200 points away. That's one event, I think. Something like that. If you win one event, you can earn 200 points.
I'm not sure how that's working anymore.
It's something like that.
I'm 25 from master on that modern Foos.
Okay.
The other system.
I don't even know how to look up my points on modern Foos.
I don't either.
It's so complicated, you guys. I can't handle it. I just abandoned trying to find results. I wish there was a leaderboard. I wish the brackets were easier to find. I wish I could type my name in there easily and look up how many points I have. But I can't find anything on that.
Right. It's complicated.
It's a nightmare. For me, anyway.
Like when Costa Rica was running, I was trying to look stuff up.
Impossible. You need a serious technical degree to work through that. All right. Kenneth Dale
5-bar shot.
Gets himself on the board with a 5-bar shot. All right, and here's a look at South Dakota's very own Zach Hofer. Tic-tacking around the 3-man. A little bit different than Kenneth Dale. Hofer says this is how he plays. He tried to get advice, but he said he just wants to beat Kenneth at his own game. But Kenneth has great defense on every rod. He's not going to give Zach any easy one. None of these are going to work because Kenneth, his defense is too good on each rod. And then this part of the game, and I've never even seen him do that before. But I guess it was just taking a quick one where he sees it, and Kenneth Dale will do that to you. But Kenneth Dale's been the model of consistency minus the 3-bar. His 2-5 has been consistent. but the 3-bar, he gets enough, and some people just plain can't stop him. Some people just plain can't stop the tic-tac. So he runs through him like a hot knife through butter, Ron.
Zach just, when he asked us for advice, I said, I'll tell you what, I can't tell you a whole lot, except I know 80% of the time he shoots either dead bar long or dead bar short. He doesn't do a lot of splits and all that.
Tried the big long push kick there. I've seen him.
And,
he's busted me up on good middles before.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a keep you honest kind of thing.
Right.
But he likes to shoot corners. With a good tic-tac series, you got to spread the goal out, right?
Yep. And he's got that pull kick, and then he's got that tic-tac one that goes down the middle. Bounce pass off a man and gets through. And big push kick.
Long?
Yep. Technically a bump kick, right?
Yeah.
I still call it a push kick. I don't like to say bump kick.
Yeah, it's still a push kick. I guess the bump is a kind of a push kick, right? Ralphie is a bump pull kicker.
Yeah, deadly. All right.
That was a middle attempt that he mis-executed.
Stubbed his toe there, Ron.
And the dead bar short.
That was the middle dink. That was his little dink.
I think that went right here.
I thought it went right between them.
Zach doing really well on his 2-5, defending Kenneth's 2-5, but he still grabs it on the 3-bar. He attempts a long that Zach takes away.
Kenneth Dale up 3-1 here in this first game. 2 out of 3 matchup. All right, here's Hofer on the 3. We'll see how Kenneth Dale defends. Oh, maybe he's going to set up his pull shot. This is what I think is his A1 shot. This is what I would do every time if I was him. Because Kenneth Dale has really good spacing on his pull defense and his snake defense. But if you can hit these big, fast corners or the deep hole on the pull shot, that's something good to go with. I wouldn't try the tic-tac series on Kenneth Dale. I wouldn't try and just, be more sneaky than him or go faster, because he's gonna pick most of those up, I think. All right. Kenneth Dale picks that one off on his 3. Chance to go up 4-1. And just wide with that push kick. Up, Hofer pops it in his own goal. (4-1) lead for Kenneth Dale. Left hook attempt. Not a bad time for it. Up 2, down 2. Take a chance. I live by that most of the time. Slingshot attempt. Game point for Kenneth Dale here.
That ball got big for a second, huh?
That did. All right, Kenneth Dale puts that one away. That'll do it for the first game.
So, what do you think? Zach's D wasn't bad, but he had no offense.
Yeah, he didn't get 1 5-row possession through, I think. Did he? I don't think there was one pass that he got through the 5 of Kenneth Dale. That's what I mean by he has good defense on every rod. And Kenneth didn't fall for one of the pull kicks, or one shot went in. I don't remember what it was. But Hofer, a tough player. He just has to figure out what game plan he's going to go with. All right, Hofer going to start out along the far wall here. Back to the near. taken away by Kenneth Dale.
Nice save.
Yep. Yeah, we've seen Hofer shoot aerials out of the back. Seen him hit big pull kicks like he tried right there before.
I dunked a clean aerial on Balza last night
In a match?
in a pickup game.
Oh.
It was me and Weishar versus Balza and Rushing, and we spanked him, and I stuck a clean aerial dunk. It was perfect in front of a crowd.
You'll see.
So proud of myself.
You'll see Kenneth Dale and Zach Hofer shoot aerials during the match, and I bet you if one does it, that was illegal, right?
That was illegal. You didn't think he'd know that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not what he was intending.
Maybe he was trying to bounce it off the back wall.
Yep.
That's the only thing I could think of.
That's what I was thinking too. And he brushes down to the 5 from 2 to 5. Again, past the line.
Yeah, that was all. You had to go all the way to the wall to pick up that one.
Ted and I were talking yesterday about Kenneth's 2 to 5 series and just commenting on where the takeoff point for the pass is. Is it always on the line, on one side or the other? And he varies it. But we're trying to get a read on something because I can't stop it.
All right,
We're
Hofer
both
gets
going to
this.
have to play him again.
Hofer gets this up to go, and he'll set up a snake shot. Actually, it was a front pin, and it was a very good
Nice
one.
one. Right up the line, huh?
Another really impressive shot that young Zach Hofer has is the back pin. I think
Yeah,
I
I
told you
saw
about
it.
that.
I saw it
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
And very good. You don't see that very often.
Right.
Zach has a full tool bag of tricks.
Yeah. And I don't think all that's gonna work on Kenneth Dale. But maybe it's worth a try. Hopefully he cuts loose. That should be like one of the last things you do if you have the capabilities of it, just to completely go junkyard dog and throw everything you can at him.
Zach took second here last year in open singles, huh?
It was third, I think.
Third, okay.
But very good nonetheless. Like to get in the top 3.
Yeah.
He clipped
He
couple
beat
of
Romero here last year.
Yeah, he
Or
clipped
2 years
a
ago.
few Masters, a couple pros, and he brought home some hardware last year.
He's doing really well on that D on the 2 to 5.
Okay, this is another tool of Zach Hofer. This push shot that he does, and he really believes in this thing. All right, picks this one up here, and he's gonna have to value every possession on Kenneth Dale. Trying to get that bumper perfectly flush. All right, moving around again. And pull kick attempt goes back in Zach's own goal. And that's kind of the problem if you switch around between shots. Like, you're not ready for every weird thing that can happen with every shot if you're switching around series. And that one just got behind Zach Hofer. Finds himself down 2-1 here in the second game against a really tough singles player. And push down the middle from Hofer, ties it up at 2. Pull shot time for Zach Hofer. Tries to go long, back in his own goal, block back in his own goal. Kenneth Dale table tapped because it was kind of lucky, but really that was his defense that blocked it back in. So it's not lucky. It was his defense, you guys, that blocked that thing back in. That's about as cool as you can be as a goalie, to defend a ball back in their own goal. After this, we're going to go right over to table 1, and we're going to have Jacob Belkos, Mike Brazil, and Don Shalafo, Joe Rhodes open doubles for you. That event's brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage. But this one is Good Nature E-Vapor. And Zach Hofer brushes it down along the wall there. Threatening with the pull shot. And he stands weird and does weird things. I've even seen him spin around in a circle once, Ron. And then shoot his shot.
Like literally turned around?
Yeah, spun around. You can do that, right?
Are you allowed to turn your back to the table? I think it's an automatic timeout.
I never knew that. But yeah, I've seen him spin around.
I think it's an automatic timeout if you do that.
Never known. So never heard that. It's never come up. Only Zach Hofer could come up with it.
If he did that to me, I'd let go of the handles and turn around too. But you know what he would do is shoot it.
Sorry, Kevin. I didn't get to see that part of the play when that happened, but
I think it's on tape.
I
right?
sat down right after, so I didn't know that happened. I wouldn't have done either thing. No, I wouldn't have taken my hands off the rod, or I wouldn't have shot it in. So I wouldn't have done either of those things.
Right. Get something off the ball.
All right, Kenneth puts it back into play. Another look at his 2 to 5. You better get a good look at this, folks. If you want to win any singles events, because Kenneth Dale's going to all of them. He goes to everything, Ron.
Yeah, he does. he works every tournament too. This guy lives foosball,
and he plays every event that he can because he gets to play for free, and then you might as well cast yourself a wide net.
Hey,
and try and earn as much money as you can.
Yeah.
He's making a living off of this.
Anyone out there, you meet him, he'll stay on your couch for you if you want. He'll hold your couch down.
He had a news article. They came and interviewed him here.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, Fox 11. There were 2 news channels here this weekend. My wife
really?
did a press release, and 2 news channels came. I think it's NBC 26 and Fox 11. And if you go to WisconsinFoosball.com, you can see the Fox 11 one with Kenneth Dale. All right, timeout there, Zach Hofer.
But anyway, what I was saying is he's
match
been
point for Kenneth Dale.
He's been couch surfing across the country for about 3 years.
Yeah, well, he lives in Peru, so he gets in where he fits in when he comes up here.
He's having a good life right now.
Yeah, he's living the dream, Ron.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the American dream. All right, this is match point, Kenneth Dale.
Who knows what they're saying, huh?
Yeah, because you never know what Hofer's going to say. Kenneth Dale usually waits till after the talk, and then he'll ask a bunch of questions.
Yeah,
and write down your notes. Here's Zach Hofer. Tries to go up through the lane, off a man, and gets it through. And Zach's back against the wall. He scored one of these there. Cut back a little bit on him. Didn't get it out as far as he wanted to. Here's Kenneth Dale. A chance to close out the match. A rare miss.
Wow, dead bar long?
2 to 5, and then an instant dead bar long by Hofer. That's
nice one.
That's the athleticism we're talking about, folks. He got that up there instantly, went after it. And nobody's catching up with that one.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that's going to work on anyone.
That was amazing.
All right, here's Kenneth. Chance to close out the match. But first, the timeout.
Good call.
Yeah, it's hard to be perfect with that. It's hard to be perfect and patient with the tic-tac series. And not make a mistake and lose the ball. Like tic-tacking. It's a hard series to run.
After this, we'll go over to table 1, Joe Rhodes and Shalafo versus Jacob Balcos and Mike Brazil. Going on right now.
That sounds great. Big push side there from Jacob. Brings him up 2-0. He's got the first game. All right, here's Kenneth Dale.
Current South Dakota Open doubles champions facing off.
All right, Hofer blocks this one. Small window for him to get back in the match. Oh,
Nice grab by Kenneth on the 2.
but this is why I was
Nice
saying
steal.
you got to play control against Kenneth Dale because he's going to control that 2 to 5.
He's not going to try an
He
angle
gonna
shot,
angle it?
is it?
He's going to try anything, anytime he wants.
Here goes the back pin. Here. Oh, no, we're not.
Zach Hofer does what he wants, folks.
Wow, nice save by Kenneth. He even kept the
Yep.
junker out.
Dug it out proper. Brushes it down.
That go behind him.
Went right behind him. He was just a little bit faster than Hofer with that downhill brush. Hofer through
Nice
the lane.
playing by Hofer.
Off the back wall and in.
Uh,
And he took and spun that point marker. Trying to get himself fired
he
up
pulled
somehow.
that point marker with recoil.
Bounce pass. Defended by Hofer there. And like we had talked about, just a small window here. And that'll do it, folks. Kenneth Dale moving on. Hofer eliminated.